What's up, y'all? Hope y'all doing good. Hope y'all doing great. Hope y'all staying safe. That's the most important thing right now. Y'all know I did the 10 albums. Now I'm going through the 50 songs of 2025. And I'm going through the list as fast as I can. Number 50, I got Bobblehead by Narda Wick. Number 49, Ain't No Letting Up by Narda Wick. 48, I got Run It Up from Offset featuring K Glock. Number 47, I got Truth and Lies from Central C featuring Lil Durk. And number 46, I got Same 24 by Fabio Foreign featuring Mick Mill. At number 45, I got Sure of It from Lil Tecca. At number 44, I got Trauma by Fabio Foreign featuring Lil TJ. At number 43, I got OTW by Paris Noise. And number 42, I got Listen Up by Lil Baby. And number 41, I got Hollywood by Lil Tecca. And number 40, I got Sinking by Nav. I gotta say something right quick. From the trailer of the album, from the teaser of the album, I heard this song and I thought it was gonna be like my favorite song from that album. But then going into the lyrics of the song, I did not fuck with it, and that's why it's in my 40 and not higher up. At number 39, I got Give Me a Reason by NF. Great album with Fear of NF. I ain't gonna lie, it was not on my top, but it was a great album, I should say. Number 38, I got Gangsta Graduation by Polo G featuring G Herbo. And number 37, I got They Wanna Be You by Lil Durk featuring Future. And number 36, I got Cry For Me by The Weeknd. And number 35, I got At My Purest by Gunna featuring Offset. At my 34, I got 1,000 Times from Lil Durk featuring Lil Baby. At number 33, I got Chinatown Part 2 by Polo G. At number 32, I got Baptized in Fear by The Weeknd. At number 31, I got the song Fear from the album Fear of NF. At number 30, I got Need You by Nav. At number 29, I got In My Headphones by T Grizzly. And number 38, I got That Order For Me from Huncho. And number 27, I got Great Day by Real the Young OG. And number 26, I got Verdict Day with Lawyer Fees Interlude by Tory Lanez. And number 25, I got The Face by Trippie Redd. And number 24 is like a two song compact thing, Breathe Excel from Paris Noise featuring Max. If you hear those two songs in the album Soulmate Cycle, y'all know it's a slower down version. You know, it's a chopped screw version of Breathe. Excel is the chopped screw version of Breathe. So I got that, like, it's my both songs colliding because it's the same shit. I like them both, so I put them in the same number because it's the same thing, just mixed up different. At number 23, I got Back to Michigan by T Grizzly. At number 22, I got Evil Jordan by Playboy Cardi. At number 21, I got Mrs. Deborah Downer by Mac Miller. If Balloonerism was had more tracks that I would fuck with him, it would be on my top 10 albums. And I feel like I really a little bit disrespectful to Mac Miller, but even though it's when my ears heard, it's what I fuck more. Even I think in the long run, I would fuck with this album so much better because it's depending on what I'm hearing, and I know it's because when I get older, a little bit more mature, it's what I'm gonna like. But even though I know what Fear of NF and Balloonerism from Mac Miller should have been in top 10, even though I did fuck with those two, I feel sorry. I want to apologize by the fan base or the artistry from them two, because I know these albums should have been included on the top 10 list. But even though I know my ears wanted to fuck more with the top 10 I selected, I do really appreciate what Balloonerism and Fear did or what they portray. I want to appreciate what great albums they are. It's what I want to make. It's what I mean. At number 20, I got Get To You by Nav. At number 19, I got Me Too by T Grizzly. At number 18, I got End of Summer by Tame Impala. At number 17, I got Only Play This at 3 a.m. by Huncho. At number 16, I got Jack and Jill by Morgan Wallen. At number 15, I got Greedy by Party Next Door and Drake. At number 14, I got Hamdulillah by Lil Durk. At number 13, I got Do You Have a Destination by Mac Miller. At number 12, I got Kryptonite by Kent Carson. And in number 11, I got Spider-Man Superman by Party Next Door and Drake. Now I'm gonna give you my top 10 and a little bit of description why I did love these songs better and why they are in the position they are. At number 10, I got Ride or Lie by Playboi Carti and The Weeknd. I got this at number 10 because I never thought I was gonna hear that smooth melody by Playboi Carti, even though he changed his way of making music and the way they mix his music and the way they use some type of auto-tune in his music. So it's something that really pleased to me here. Playboi Carti in a little melodic type of way and type of cadence to be describing, some type of way that he feels. At number 9, I got Higher by Asho Speed. I think this song, the vocals of Speed just penetrated into my mind, penetrated into my ears, and made it felt higher. Like the same title, when he says the higher, I'm not gonna make the fucking singer. I'm not singing. I'm not singing to y'all. I sing horrible. So that shit just, the melodies are crazy. His voice is crazy in this song. That's what I'm trying to explain. Number 8, I got Take Me Back to LA by The Weeknd. The melodies of The Weeknd. What else is gonna say? The Weeknd is The Weeknd. And I think the sentimental element of this song is the greater good of why it's so high in this list. Number 7, I got Piece of Heaven by Tame Impala. This, for me, is like the description of my girl, Every time I'm with my girl, I feel a piece of heaven. So I think that's why it's so high, this song, because I feel that way with my girl. Even though I feel like I'm walking through hell and earth, I feel like my girl is a piece of heaven, and that's the only heaven I think I'm gonna touch. At number 6, Where I've Been by Youngboy Never Broke Again. People are gonna be like, yo, this nigga got YB in his top 10 from his top 50. Even though he doesn't listen to YB, my nigga, I did hear Maza, and I heard this Sean from YB, and I think it's the best thing I've heard this far. Not in my top 10 because I really don't fuck a lot with YB. It's not a hating shit, but I really think prime YB from AI Youngboy 2, that era from YB, this is the era I want to hear from YB. Being more mature, being a little bit more wiser at the time of making his music selection, and knowing this is something I can relate to. Yes, I do fuck with these tracks. Yes. Number 5, I got Wake Me Up from The Weeknd featuring Justice. Hurry Up Tomorrow was in my top 10 album, so I do really fuck a lot with The Weeknd in this top 10, particularly in top 50 as well. Number 4, I'm Ready from Youngboy Never Broke Again. People are gonna be like, yo, this nigga got top 5 Youngboy. This nigga, the one that says Youngboy is not that good, from the album review that he made from the beef that Youngboy and Lil Durk had from that time. Yes, I'm gonna say something. You hearing that? Brother, how they start the song with that French woman talking, how it relates to, I'm talking about I'm ready to do bad things, but doing it in a melodic approach. Give me that time all time, bro. There's two elements to this. Like, you're ready to do it, but wait, you gotta hear why it's so sentimental to do it. So that's why I did fuck with it, and that's why it's my top 5. At number 3, I got Sao Paulo by The Weeknd featuring Anita. This is some fucking Brazilian fucking funk shit. Man, Badala bona, badala cara, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Bro, if you don't fuck with this song because you don't understand Brazilian, fuck you, my nigga. That's some racist ass shit. Somebody that talks Spanish or French doesn't know your English, and they don't give a fuck what you're speaking. So you don't need to feel offended by what the Brazilian is talking. You just need to know this shit bops as fuck, my nigga. This shit is a no-brainer, a banger. So much, bro. At number 2, I got High Tolerance by Polo G. Man, Polo's dropping an album and it's not going in my top from this year, I felt like, bro, you took way too long to drop that deluxe, and now I'm not gonna make another video because I'm in my vacations and I'm editing when you're dropping that album. Hell no, my nigga. If it is that good, I know it's gonna be that good. We can go put it in the top 2026. So, number one is "Shaking When I Pray" by Luther. Brother, this song, sentimental as fuck, my nigga. Yo, this is something that I hear to and I cry to, my nigga. Because the title alone, "Shaking When I Pray," my nigga, you know you have seen heavy shit. You know you have done heavy shit to shake when you pray, my nigga. And not just the song started with some Arabic or Muslim shit. Makes it a little bit more deeper, but it does. And like I said from the album review, why I had Deep Thoughts as my number one is why I got Shaken When I Pray at my number one. Cause this song preached a lot. Like a lot, bro. I was in a deep shit. I was going through deep shit, deep thoughts, and deep going in deep mind, to what I wanted to do. I wanted to do some heavy shit back when I did it. And this song just made me realize, you made it this far. You need to keep going, my brother. So this is why he's number one. So I really appreciate y'all being here again. Thank y'all for supporting the albums and the songs. Y'all can let me your top 5 songs of this year if y'all want in the comments. And y'all can follow me right there in the description as well. So I really fuck with y'all. Hope y'all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. See you on next year on the next one. Love y'all.